Join us for a Friday day date here in beautiful Netanya, Israel. And it's Shabbat, so we'll show you how we get ready for that as well. Finding a parking spot is great, but finding a parking spot that is free is even better. Right, Dan?
Yes.
Today we drove out for a little day date in Netanya. It's a little odd to be here when it's not summer, huh?
It is.
This is the dead of winter. Why would anybody be at the beach? This is like the coldest time.
It's like 62 degrees out.
Not really cold if you're American.
It was a little sad to see a closed beach bar on what I considered to be a beautiful day. But it was so nice to have this beautiful walk on the beach during this perfect weather day, side by side with Dan, hearing the waves crash until... You guys, jellyfish put the fear in me.
I remember the first time I was stung by a jellyfish. I must have been like 10 years old at this beach. And they just look like plastic bags. So unless somebody tells you don't touch a jellyfish, you don't know not to touch it. And it stung so bad. Have you ever touched a jellyfish?
No, but what's the cure again?
You gotta pee on it, yeah.
Or vinegar.
Okay. I didn't know that back then. I just remember we were in pain. I was in pain. This is the middle of winter, mid-January. I don't know if you can see or not, but these women are wearing like heavy winter coats. So funny to me that people are so cold wearing winter coats here. Some people are, not everybody.
Not me, I'm gonna take my sweatshirt off.
I just want to point out this is something really cool that they've done. This is for handicap accessibility. They put like a paved road down here so that you can come with a wheelchair and get close to the beach.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, this is, see it specifically says
I see it.
handicapped accessible. This is Netanya's beach elevator, which is so cool because as you can see, the beach, it butts right up to these cliffs. And back in the day before they had the elevator, it was very difficult to come down to the beach. So when they built this elevator, my grandmother, who loved the beach, and she's no longer with us, but back in the day, after not visiting the beach for years, she was able to come again. Let's show you inside. I love this elevator because it's glass. All right, here we go.
And then when you get to the top of the elevator, it opens up to this boardwalk style platform that's also a lookout point, and it gives you the most beautiful view of the beach.
You ready to find a nice place to eat?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
It says, I love Netanya.
I was trying to get in there.
Oh, over here maybe.
Yeah.
But first,
Ooh.
a photo op. The restaurant we chose was a winery inside this beachside hotel.
It's like a speakeasy.
Here's the secret door.
It was a little inconspicuous behind these large doors, and if it wasn't for the signage in Hebrew, we both would have missed it.
This is so cute. I guess we go to We're out to brunch.
Brunch.
How lucky are we to be able to do this on a Friday?
It's a good life.
It's a good life. Let's show them the view from the office. My order came with a hot drink and a cold drink. So I ordered a fresh squeezed orange juice, and this is called hafuch, which means upside down, which means they put more milk than coffee. It's for people like me that don't usually like coffee. It is really good. Amazing. Toda rabah. So I ordered the Israeli breakfast, and Dan ordered a margarita pizza.
Can you believe it?
I know. Who are you? Dan.
I do a little better with dairy here.
Yeah, he previously had an issue with dairy, but now in Israel, he's like, I don't recognize Your food choice is amazing. All right, you have to see this. This is a typical Israeli breakfast. So we have Israeli salad, eggs and cheese, and a portobello mushroom. We have some cheeses, yogurt with granola, avocado. That looks like eggplant. Is that halva? Feta, tuna, some jelly, labneh, and I'm not sure what kind of, oh, and white cheese. Okay, this is something that I have not had before, but it is so good. All the things on the Israeli breakfast you take with like bread. Okay, this, I'm gonna show you. It's not just regular jelly. They made this with, they put like honey and cinnamon on it, and it is so good. It's like dessert. Yeah, that's so funny. Like it's like
crowded inside.
wow, I think you're right. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. It was crowded inside. I think it was freezing for people to sit outside. What did you like best?
I kind of like that halva.
Yeah, what did it have on the end of
I
it?
think it was cacao.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was a really good meal. So.
The guac was good too.
You're like in a weird angle behind me. There we go. There we go.
The guac was good too.
Yeah.
Off to the Netanya Promenade, there's the amphitheater. We were on a promenade called Tayelet Shaked. We stopped periodically to take in the magnificent views of the Mediterranean Sea.
In case you couldn't read it, this could be you. All right, I want to know, how much did we walk?
Oh, about 1.77 miles in all.
Oh, that's not too much.
It's not that much. No.
All right, we're at the car. On to the next stop. We made a quick pit stop at this bus junction in between Netanya and the kibbutz where I live now and where I lived when I was in the army. I just want to talk about this because it really drives home what Israelis are dealing with every day. This is one of many, many locations in Israel where there was a big terrorist event. This was in 1995 during the Intifada, January 95 actually, so that makes it exactly 30 years ago. There was an Islamic Jihad bomb that was set at this junction, and it happened on a Sunday. Sunday is like Monday in Israel. The bomb went off, all of the paramedics and everybody came running, and then there was another bomb that went off. For me, this is significant because this was my junction to go to the army. And so every Sunday morning, I would leave, you'd take a bus out of the kibbutz and come here, then take another bus to go to, you know, in whatever direction, north, south, is kind of like a main area. That particular weekend, I had to stay on the army base through the weekend. Had I not been requested to stay on the base for shmirot, like watch duty, I would have been here and I would probably have lost my life. So I think about this often in Israel, that you never know when a bomb is coming and when there's terrorism, especially during the Intifada. So when kids today start talking about globalizing the Intifada, you're talking about globalizing terrorism, and it could be you. Terrorism doesn't discriminate. There are people that get caught up in the terrorism. There were Arabs that were killed and kidnapped on October 7th. But I've been meaning to stop at this bus junction, and then around the corner they've set up a memorial for the people who died here in January of 95. And because I live on my old kibbutz, I drive by it often, and I often think if it wasn't for having to stay on the base, I would be included probably in that memorial. But I wasn't meant to die that day. This memorial is locked today, but I always drive by it, and I've never really stopped by, but this is really powerful for me. This was a really, really sad moment for Israel. In 95, to have 21 people killed in a terror attack was absolutely unthinkable. I'm getting a closer look at the signage, and it says 22 people were killed at the Beit Li Junction terror attack. I just dropped off Miko at a birthday party, and now I'm looking for a supermarket. I hope I navigated myself to a supermarket and not like a mini market, because I got to get some stuff for Shabbat. סליחה, יש פה סופר?
ממש כאן, בהמשך מצד שמאל.
פה, okay. Sometimes they tie up the carts, and I'm so glad they didn't do that. It's busy with Shabbat shoppers. All right. That was a supermarket that I had never been to, so it took me a little longer than I would have liked. Now I'm going back to pick up Miko from his birthday party.
Then we went home and unloaded the groceries, and then I whipped up a quick dinner. Fridays are lovely just to be together with the whole family, and it was so nice that Dan and I also had that extra time in the morning to connect. Now is the part where I call everybody to dinner, and we're going to have Shabbat dinner. It is now, what time is it, babe? 6:25, and it's winter, so it's dark out. We're going to do dinner, and then we'll do like family movie night. And that's the end of the evening. So I'm going to end it here. Shabbat Shalom.